Hey everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching as always. Another trade video here. I think I'm going to combine it into two trades. I'm going to try to make the intro quick because we got to get this off the truck and trailer before it rains, which could be any minute now. I think I'm going to put this after the Maxim tiller video that you see on the channel. That is what I sold to get all of this. So I valued that at around $200. I did drive maybe about an hour and 15 minutes one way to get all this stuff, but I think it's well worth it. I'll let y'all decide. And so let's go ahead and see what we got here. I'll tell you the story behind everything, and we'll just give everything a quick look before it starts raining out here. And then I'll show you a second trade that I did in this video as well. I'm just combine it so that into one good video. So let's get started. Alright y'all, so I filmed this last night and I didn't do a very good job at it. Actually, it's a couple days ago. But what we're going to do is split up the two trades that I'm talking about. The first one that I was in the truck with, going to get that, took that tiller and got all this stuff. This is what I'm going to cover here first. Second, we'll go through another trade. But like I said, I took one tiller. It was about an hour and 15 minutes one way. Easy drive. Obviously, gas is a little high, but I think my trip was worth it. This is part of a 3-bin bagger. I'll show you in just a second. But if you look inside, I've got about a half a dozen starters in there. I was told they're good for Briggs & Strattons. And that would be great if I can just pop starters on, because like that mower needs a starter whenever I get around to working on that. Obviously, you see it's pretty deep in here. But I got the third bin to this bagger over in the backyard. I'll show you that. Maybe do a little inventory, see if I can get that thing sold this weekend so I can get something out of here. This front tine tiller, which is a Craftsman, it's got the 5-horse Briggs on it. Don't have an air filter box for it, but we can fabricate something to make it work. Same thing for that. 5-horse Briggs, it needs a pull rope. I was told that it ran otherwise until he left it out in the snow over the winter. So probably just need a gas tank clean out or something along those lines to get it back going, hopefully. Super big rear tine Craftsman. So that alone will make back the money that I spent driving up there and selling the tiller, because I think I valued the tiller around $200 or so. So that's going to be super nice whenever I get that thing sold. Maybe I can get it sold here. If I can get it sold here in the month of April, then we'll be doing pretty good, since it's kind of prime tilling season. This small one probably will fetch $150, especially if I can figure out an air box and maybe even sort out a muffler on it. But yeah, so that's that. The starters, that alone is probably going to make my money back and then some. But then on top of that, I got a bunch of other parts, including the Sabre by John Deere rider. I honestly think this is the first ever John Deere Sabre that I have ever had. So that'd be kind of cool to see something a little bit different. I have done one. I owned a Scott's mower a long time ago, but I never got around to fixing it. So I ended up selling it off again for parts, just because I wasn't in a good situation to fix riding mowers at the time. With my old house situation, if you want to see some videos from about 5 years ago, that's where I was working in the backyard. Also came with this 12-gauge steel 42-inch Craftsman deck. So, you know, you're talking about $100 right there pretty easily. It almost looks like it was on a PTO setup, but I can make it into where it's a cable setup as well. They're very easy, a very easy conversion. So that, this, the two tillers, the starters, the 3-bin bagger. I've got to do a little bit more cleaning up back here. There's some things that are just going to have to go, unfortunately. But this is the other portion of the 3-bin bagger. I don't know. Y'all tell me what this deck opening goes to. I don't think it goes to a 42, but we can try it here real quick. I think it's like a newer 46-inch deck, and I'm going to take... I'm not sure what it would go to. Maybe an older style 46-inch deck. I'm going to take the model number on the plate here and see what the chute goes to. But it's kind of interesting, because that's what it goes to. I think it goes to a 46. like the older style 46 inch decks, but we'll see. I need to do a little looking up because I think I'm going to sell this individually because I don't think I have a mower here that'll fit it, believe it or not, which is crazy. But anyways, we'll move on to the shed. I'll show you a couple other things that I got in the trade deal. The guy's father liked garden tractors, like the MTDs and the Craftsman GT 6000s, kind of like the Cub Cadet and that Craftsman that you see right there. And so we've got that going, and I got a high-low transmission from what I can understand is an MTD because it's got the 4-lug hub design. I think the Craftsman's had the 5-lug, if I'm not mistaken, just by looking at my Cub Cadet and my Craftsman right out here. 2 sets of tires, 1 set for an MTD and 1 set for a Craftsman garden tractor, which that 1 set's probably going to go on that GT 6000 when I get around to working on that, which hopefully is sooner rather than later because it's probably my best mower sitting in the backyard. 8 horsepower Briggs, complete. Probably just needs to be popped on like a Snapper RER engine rider or something along those lines. Got a 15 horsepower Kohler Command. Probably keep that around because I think it's we'll see how easy it is to swap from a Courage to a Command on a couple of these mowers that I have here. And I may have some air filter housings and stuff in here that might fit a couple of those tillers. I'll just have to see. Inventory some things. I'm still kind of in a disaster mode just because of all the stuff I've had going on with repairs and whatnot, and haven't really been able to keep up with it. But I think that's pretty much the trade number 1, and I'll show you all trade number 2 here in just a second. Alright guys, so trade number 2, I sold a Snapper mower similar to this one. It was a 33-inch deck, but it wasn't this style. It was more of the basic style. This is like the luxury Snapper here. But I valued that at $325, but I found a fuel leak before I went to the guy, and I told him, I said, it's got a fuel leak. I said, what'd you do? I said, I think it's valued at like $250, and we worked out a trade deal. I also sold him a Troy-Bilt blower that I thought was worth maybe $75, so I got like $325. I don't think this trade is the best trade I've ever done, but I think I'll at least make my money back off of it. It all depends on one item. But I got this with it, which is the XP Troy-Bilt 21-inch self-propel rear drive, all that good stuff. Self-propel cable's broken on it. That's pretty typical. And the bale cable is also missing, but I think he put it on another mower that I've already gotten fixed that I'll show you here in just a second. If I get this one running, if I get the self-propel working, it's probably a $150 mower. If I don't get the self-propel working, it's probably about closer to $100. That is also, if I could find, and I told him, I said, please for me, because he's just up the road, look for an air filter housing for this, because those can get kind of expensive. So we've got that going, and then that was free, by the way. I've got a video coming up on that. Y'all might have saw it on my Instagram. I got these 2 mowers on trade as well. This one took me like an hour or so to get ready, so it didn't take long at all, which was kind of nice. Murray 3.5 Classic I got listed for $70. I got this one listed for $120. So you're getting, you know, $160 to $180 right there. So we're still got about $100 going. If I can get that other mower going in there, then I've pretty much made my money back. And then the big ticket item is in the wild card. I've also got this blower that I can't even get to fire, so that may just get chucked. Pressure washer, not sure of the pump. It is missing an air filter housing, but if I can get it running, there's another $100 or so. I've got a hose. I think the hose might be good on it. Hopefully. I think I have a wand here, so that's not that big of a deal. If I can get it going. And then the big deal here is if I can get this going. This is a 8 horsepower Craftsman wood chipper. I don't know if the crankshaft is bent or the little big old chipper plate's bent, but something's rubbing against the shroud there, and I just have to take that shroud off, which doesn't look like it's the hardest job in the world. But that's going to probably be a fall project. That one's probably not going to happen until the fall, because right now mowers and whatnot, we got to get rolling on. And this mower I got on trade plus $100. I sold a push mower and a weed eater. So we've been doing some trades abounding here. Like I said, the second trade that I was talking about with the wood chipper and the push mowers, if I break even, I'll be, happy with it. I should break even. I knew I would at least break even with it, because I'll get this wood chipper running, and usually the going rate for these things are $200 all day. 150 to 200. And this pressure washer, if I can get that, that'll be a bonus. So you make a couple $100 off of it. Nothing crazy. But like I said, it was just up the road. Nobody was biting on the snapper. Figured I'd try my luck with a couple other projects. So anyways, we'll wrap this video up here now. Alright guys, let me know what y'all think of the trades. I know I did really well on the first one. And the second one is kind of probably one of my worst trades, honestly. But like I said, you kind of, to try and move inventory, you kind of have to swap things sometimes that may not make you the most money, but still stand to make a couple $100. So let me know what y'all think of these trades. If you would have driven as far as I did to get that first one, I think that what I got is going to be worth fixing, especially since if I sell that big tiller, I've made my money back, and I've got a riding mower, a deck, another tiller, a bagger, 2 engines, 4 tires, and 2 transmissions. So I think we'll be piecing together other things, and we'll be making more money that way too. Remember, be open to trades. I always say trades save you a lot when it comes to finding inventory, which can be hard when there's a lot of dogs in the fight trying to get things, and also help compound whatever profits you might make on a machine that may originally not make you very much money. So just keep that in mind. I'm not actively buying anything unless, number one, somebody reaches out to me, or number two, I get it in a trade deal, because as you can see, my inventory is way more than I probably should have. But the good news is I've got all summer, all fall, all winter this year to pick away at it and get a bunch of stuff running. And we're going to make a lot of progress, and I'm kind of excited for that, since I've been in the house renovating. And now that we're done, hey, we're back out here in the garage, and we're going to be cranking, so I'm excited. Thank you all again for watching. Remember, if you have any questions about the video or anything you see on the channel, feel free to reach out to me, Ellis at ellismowers.com, or on Instagram and Facebook at ellismowers09. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. See you then.